The 7th Pakistan-Tajikistan Joint Commission on Trade, Economic, Scientific, Technical Cooperation was held in Islamabad yesterday. It was co-chaired by the Minister for Energy, Power Division, Awais Laghari, and Minister for Energy and Water Resources of Tajikistan. The two sides reaffirmed their commitment to enhance bilateral cooperation in trade, energy, agriculture, manufacturing, education, and tourism. They discussed the importance of devising mechanisms to boost bilateral trade, remove barriers, and establish a joint coordination committee on transit trade under the Tajikistan-Pakistan Transit Trade Agreement. Connectivity and energy projects between Pakistan and Central Asia were also discussed. Pakistan and France held productive consultations in Islamabad on UN Security Council matters. The consultations were co-chaired by Director for UN Affairs of the French Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Additional Foreign Secretary, United Nations, Ambassador Syed Haider Shah. The two sides reaffirmed their commitment to bilateral cooperation and dialogue and working together for international peace and security. As members of the UN Security Council, Pakistan and France will constructively engage with each other in strengthening multilateralism and addressing global challenges. Pakistan welcomes the UNGA resolution of yesterday, demanding an immediate and unconditional ceasefire in Gaza and removal of restrictions against UNRWA in its aid operations in Gaza Strip and the West Bank. We call for an immediate cessation of hostilities in Palestine, end to genocide in Gaza, protection of civilians and civilian infrastructure, unrestricted humanitarian access to those in urgent need, full support to UNRWA and its mandated humanitarian activities, and healthcare to those in urgent need. We also urge the international community to hold Israel accountable for its war crimes and crimes against humanity in occupied territories. Pakistan is deeply concerned at Israeli aggression against Syria, its illegal seizure of Syrian territory, and widespread destruction of Syrian infrastructure and civilian and military installations. This assault on the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Syria is a grave breach of international law. We express support for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Syria and reject Israeli acquisition of territory by force. We reaffirm our support for the UN Security Council Resolution 497, which declared Israeli annexation of the Golan Heights null and void and without international legal effect. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and our missions in Syria and Lebanon remain actively engaged to facilitate repatriation of Pakistanis in Syria. Around 475 Pakistanis, including around 250 Zaireen, have crossed the Syrian border into Lebanon. They will be transferred from Beirut to Islamabad. We appreciate the support extended by the government of Lebanon in facilitating the safe return of the stranded Pakistani nationals from Syria. In this week of commemorating 77 years of the adoption of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, we express our solidarity with the people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir who continue to suffer widespread human rights abuses by the Indian occupation forces. This year's theme for the Human Rights Day, Our Rights, Our Future, Right Now, is especially relevant for the people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. We urge India to end the suppression of the rights and freedoms of the Kashmiri people who shall be able to exercise their right to self-determination as enshrined in the relevant UN Security Council resolutions. Pakistan will continue to extend political, diplomatic, and moral support to our Kashmiri brothers and sisters for the just and peaceful settlement of the Jammu and Kashmir dispute in accordance with the UN Security Council resolutions. I thank you.